Hi guys, hi poopsies. This is going to be another pick a card reading, and so I thought you guys really gave a good result last time on the last pick a card. I did 3 last time, but now I'm doing 4 card spread, 3 cards in each pile. And hopefully you can hear me well. I'm going to try to speak a bit louder. This time I'm testing out this new lighting I'm using. So it's hard to mount this light and the mic at the same time to the camera, but hopefully you can see great. Right now, the question is, what is this person thinking of you? So, as it says in the title, you want to think of someone that first comes to mind, or just go by feeling of, if you're curious as to what this person is thinking about you right now, or what's going on with them, what are they doing, why are they, behaving a certain way, or, you're not maybe getting answers from them right away, so you just want to know what's going on. So, pick a card that most draws you in, okay? And this is going to be number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, okay? So just pick a card. You can pause the video if you need to just take a look, and whatever draws you in. And you guys asked me last time what spread this is, and this is the Light and Shadow Tarot by Brian Williams and Michael Goepferd. Goepferd. Black Prince by Michael Goepferd as well. So that is it. Right. They're really amazing cards. Okay, so I'm ready now, if you are. There we go. So, card 1. We got, let's flip them over for you to see clearly. Okay. The first card that came is the 6 of Swords, and then the 4 of Wands, and then the Empress, okay? So what I got out of the 6 of Swords was, I feel like someone right now is on a journey through life. They're kind of getting by, and they're, you can see that dull, hazy look on his, or in this case, whoever you're thinking of, hers, face. And they're kind of just like, yeah, I'm controlling the boat, but I'm not too happy. The swords obviously weighs on him, her a lot. It like pins the boat down, so they're not really progressing. They're just kind of just keeping themselves busy just to kind of avoid things. And I don't even know if this is really avoiding socializing, but I just feel like they're so entrapped in work that they're just like, it's almost like they can't make time for other things. You almost shouldn't feel offended by, like, if they're ignoring your texts or calls, because that's just them. Like, they would either much rather prefer working and avoid socializing, or they're so entrapped by work that, like, they can't help it. So, maybe check in on them once in a while, but, like, don't push it, 4 of Wands, crossing over a bridge. Funny, I got this card next to it because this is crossing over waters, and this is too. So, again, maybe this person's going through a lot of emotions. I'm seeing Aries here, and I believe that's one of the nodes. But it's just, again, like, I just feel like this burden, like, they have no choice but to do this. I feel kind of like heavy energy. I don't know. I'm just going with the gut here. But whatever it is, maybe they're going through depression. I just feel like they need to get over something. And there's a lot of darkness there. Maybe it was just awkward timing to meet up with this person. Maybe you just met this person, or I don't know. I just don't feel like it's the right timing right now for them to just be socializing. So they're kind of keeping their distance. The Empress, she's adorned with all these beautiful trinkets and things, a very wealthy woman. This to me, as you see, there's 4 people below her right there. This to me means there's a boss hanging over their head, controlling them, telling them what to do, and they're just sitting there taking the heat. They're like, okay, you know, they're trying to like put out these fires or just like manage the immense amount of work. This person has a lot of work, a lot of struggles. They're dealing with, or they're working on something big, like, you know, they have a lot to deal with right now. And it's really just heavy stuff. So the last thing they're thinking of doing is socializing. So if they're keeping their distance, that's probably why. So that's what I got out of this, guys. All right. I'm so happy to read from some of you last time that I was so accurate. It was just amazing. Like, I really think the universe speaks through the cards, you know? Okay. So the next one I got was, this is in the wrong order. It was like this. King of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles. No, was it in the wrong order? Yes, it was Prince of Cups, Princess of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. So I'm going to flip them. It's just because the camera's reversed, so I'm trying to flip them to show you like the proper order. This is cards number 2. Okay, so Prince of Cups. You see a very masculine figured male on a swordfish in the middle of the sea, and just holding what looks like could be his trophies. This person, to me, seems very social. It almost feels like they're trying to impress you in some way. They're trying to build your trust, gain your trust. They're trying to, you know, some people like to show off their power, their domination. That's a typical man thing to do. So I might be getting a lot of male energy, but I'm also seeing a lot of female energy in this as well. But they're trying to win you over, trying to really impress you and be like, yeah, this is me, you know. Princess of Pentacles. Really funny, I'm seeing this and the King of Pentacles next to it. I'll tell you why. But it's just, again, like a game of like, look what I have. Come marry me, basically. Like, I feel like this is more involved into love. That last one, maybe for some of you, but this is more like in love. Like, this person is really trying to impress you, really thinking of you hard, and it's just so funny because they're doing the most. Like, they're doing as much as they can to really try to win you. And that's what this symbolizes to me. The goat, you know, it's like a major purchase, or they might want to buy you something, or thinking of buying you something, or see how she aims for the mark. Like, they're really trying to get you, you know, so in a good way. But I don't know. It's almost like prideful. King of Pentacles. This one is similar, but it's more of a relaxed state. So this person is more like, yeah, whatever happens, happens, you know. They're already the king, so they can already get by or get away with everything. I don't know why I'm suddenly thinking of the prince and Meghan Markle. Like, that guy must have really impressed her, but didn't really have to try too hard, because, I mean, he's the flippin' royalty, so, you know, he kind of knows or has confidence that he'll win you over, he or she, in this case. So, yeah, it's almost like just a flair about this person. Like, they must have a lot of money, they must have a lot of power, influence, or something on a social aspect. I'm seeing on a social aspect, like, they know a lot of people, they have a lot of connections, and they're just trying to impress you. This is kind of funny reading, so, yeah. Alright, that was card number 2. Card numero 3. This was just so funny. Alright, so the first one I got was the Prince of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Yep, that's 9, not 6. Sometimes I get it twisted when it's upside down. Okay, so card number 3, Prince of Swords. I'm seeing, like, literally the same pattern as the last time. This one's just like dominating. They have full control. They're flying through the skies. They're piercing. But this I'm getting more because of the other cards now in connection to it. And I'll explain that too. But this one's more like faking it till they make it. Like they're showing that they're this or that, but they're really not. Like the last cards were. Like this is more. Yeah, I'm gonna put the effort in at the beginning, and then when they're mine, I'm kind of gonna be like zen, really chill, like not care. You know, they're just doing this, taking action now. You know, maybe going on a date with you, or putting the effort to text you back or call you or whatever. Just until they get you, and then it's like, you know, I had an ex like this. He was like a miracle in the beginning, and then after like a few months, after months kept going by, he just got more cold with me and more like less caring and like less responsive. Four of Swords, meditative state, indifference. Sometimes you might not get a response from them, kind of like the first card I showed you. They have their things in order, you know. They have a stable life. Almost boring. It's like they have no excuse not to put the effort toward you. It's almost like their choice, you know. That's just in their nature. I'm getting a lot of Capricorn energy now all of a sudden. And that's just what they prefer to do. They'd sometimes prefer to keep their distance, sometimes not. It's almost like they're just going with the flow of life and wherever the bird takes them, you know, whatever he can get, or she. So the Nine of Cups, a woman just sits there again, like meditative state, not moving, not budging, her cups are getting filled. It's almost like, like why bother, why try, why put in effort, like maybe, I almost feel like they're thinking, they don't know what to do with your relationship. And a relationship can mean friendship or boyfriend, girlfriend, or even family, you know, whoever you're thinking of. The relationship you have with that person, that's my point. But it's almost like they're indifferent, you know, they don't really think that much about you. They would just like rather sit by and wait and watch and see what happens for this relationship to grow. Like they'll put the action in first, but then they'll leave the rest to you. Like, you send me the flowers, you send me the gift, you know. Why do I always have to buy you things for holidays? And yeah, stuff like that. So they're just indifferent. They're not really thinking of you that much. It's more like whatever happens, happens. So that's what I'm getting out of this. But they don't mean harm, you know. They don't think bad thoughts. It's just And one more thing, I almost feel like life burdened them somehow to be that way. So don't take it personal. That's just their nature. Alright, and the last one is the Two of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. I'm getting a lot of swords in this readings. So card number 4, Two of Swords. Blindness, like they just like, they don't want to know, they don't want to see, they don't want to do. They're staying away. They don't want to get involved. It's almost like they're afraid of something or to expose themselves. They would just rather, you know, hide, like he's hiding the Two of Swords behind his eyes. I think this is Libra energy. But they'd rather be in the dark, as the dark of the moonlit sky. I mean, they would rather just hide and avoid. Maybe they have social anxiety and they don't want to tell you. You know, this person can from time to time be unresponsive. Like the last reading I did, card number 3, that was unresponsive, but this is like dead silence. Like you won't hear from them for days or weeks. And again, it's nothing to be taken personal. It's just they're battling something right now. It's almost like, how do I say? It's almost like you're thinking of them more than they are of you. And like I notice I know this for sure, like when I think of people too hard and too long, like they will be so unresponsive to me, it's because I'm creating that blockage. If I just give time to let my thoughts naturally happen about that person, they'll want to respond to me faster. So sometimes we're like waiting on that new boyfriend or girlfriend to text us back, and we're thinking of them day in and day out. I've had multiple relationships like this, and they failed because I would be at that phone like every hour checking of every day, waiting for them to respond. And when I finally get that text message, it's like an adrenaline rush and my mood would be lifted. And that was like a drug for me. Like that would be the only thing that helped me get by in school and just deal with everyday life situations. And the only thing that would lift me in a better mood is when they would text me back. And if they didn't, I was worthless and useless and I meant nothing. So I almost feel like you're going through this right now too. It's them, not you. Okay? Ace of Pentacles. Meditative state. The cycle of life. Look at all of them sleeping. It's almost like these are their different personalities. Like they'll wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to be this person today. Even if they don't intend to, they kind of act like it. And some days they just choose not to talk to you. And some days they choose to. Don't take it personal. They do this with everyone, I'm sure. And they're the key master here. They decide who they want to socialize with, who they're not. It's kind of like the people who have like a friend to go shopping with, a friend to go to school with, a friend to go to the movies with. Like they choose their friends like that. Like if they want to text you or have time, they'll do it. Are you their priority? Probably not. Some days you are, some days you're not. If you want that kind of friend, you know, you can stick it out and wait to see what happens, but it's just very like, almost like vain energy. I don't know, because of the Libra side, and I'm getting this, the Four of Pentacles. Very vain. Show off my muscles, I'm beautiful, nothing else matters. It's almost like, I don't know if they're narcissists, but I just feel like they care about their appearance a lot, and I don't know, I'm just getting a lot of feminine energy. They could be men, but they could be feminine. Effeminate in some way. It's hard to explain, and that doesn't mean they act girly necessarily. It goes in depth. But yeah, this person, they may have appeared grand to you at first, but then they just show themselves for who they really are, and it's almost like they're just boring. Like they're just boring you, and they're bored with themselves and their life. Maybe they're depressed. I mean, they're just in hiding. And I had another friend like this, and I would just hear back from them whenever because they were so depressed. So it just, not much you can do. They definitely are thinking of you. It's just not in a bad light. They just wish they would approach you better. So I think they're more waiting for that right moment to talk to you again. All right. So that's what I see for this. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'd love to do more of these. These are so much fun to do. Please be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.